Trump has been all over the map on the issue of the deficit. In March 2016, he told the Washington Post that he'd like to get rid of the $19 trillion national debt fairly quickly, a proposition that budget experts noted was somewhat absurd given the fact that doing so would require the sort of savage cuts that would create a Great Depression.
Donald Trump talked a lot about draining the swamp during his presidential campaign, and one of the elements of that proposal was to impose term limits on Congress. This would include, he said, 6-year limits on House members, that'd be 3 terms, and 12-year limits on senators, which would mean 2 terms. This will be a lot harder to actually implement, though, and it's actually not something he's talked about as much, or if at all, since he actually won the election.
But hasn't China's currency been weakening lately? Yes, China's currency has been weakening. That largely reflects, 1, a slowing Chinese economy, and 2, an outflow of funds from China. China has, in the past year or so, been encouraging businesses and individuals to spend money abroad. Those things are, by their very nature, going to weaken a currency.
Saving for retirement. How are millennials doing it? According to a new survey, 34% of millennials believe they only need $200,000 or less to retire comfortably. According to the AARP, though, that is simply not true. Artificial intelligence getting easier to complete those New Year's resolutions. Shaper, a Silicon Valley startup, is revolutionizing the way you look at a scale. Take a look at these scales. Instead of numbers, it gives you colors to track your weight progress.
I sent what I thought was a humorous tweet that had hashtag send Donald to space. And I have a rocket company, so the capability is there.
We've raised, it goes to cash cards so people can get what they need. But together we've amassed relief from all over the country, from churches, convention centers. People weren't really organized in how to get relief to Puerto Rico, so we've amassed it in a warehouse in Miami, and that will be in excess of $40 million in relief.
Welcome back from the front line to the fashion line. 2 sisters have found a way to tackle civilian military perceptions through eye-catching accessories. Their products aid veteran employment and give back to military charities. As part of Giving Tuesday, the pair is donating 10% of their profits to veteran organizations.
Just because we're 17.
Charlie, we love our pets. 85 million U.S. households include pets. That means 70% of homes have a furry family member, with many looking for healthier diets for their animals.